So tell me, Kajio, what dangers does the caravan face on the roads of Skyrim?
Skyrim is filled with all manner of dangerous beasts. Wolves, trolls, mammoths, and giants would all like to make a meal of us. But the dragons are the most fearsome. Lucky for us, they don't seem to hunt along the roads.
Lucky indeed. But the road is where I intend to go. In my possession, I have an artifact of greater value to men known only as the Greybeards. I would see it returned to them.
I'm right behind
However, I first have business within Whiterun to attend to. You may have heard of the Companions. They have welcomed me into their fold, and it has been far too long since I have graced their halls. Would you join me on this journey, Kajio?
Khajiit got your back.
Gladly have you then. Now, let us drink and rejoice, for tonight we are victorious.
Well met.
Who are you? And what's with the grin?
Greetings, a fine day to you.
Fine. I suppose it's as fine as any. You know what? I'll have whatever you're having, friend.
You already are, my curious traveler, for I am drunk on the elixir of life. Or, would life be more like a stew? In that case, I wouldn't be able to drink it now, would I? You eat stew, even though technically most of it is a liquid.
Perhaps some soup, then. The best of both worlds. Why the good mood, sir?
Actually, I'm not in a good mood, but a normal one. I'm not the type to detour from bliss. My mind is only capable of one type of thinking, the positive kind. Which is why it came as a shock to hear one of my friends accuse me of being, quote, less than courteous to him during a chance meeting in Skyrim. It turns out that he had the displeasure of meeting my doppelganger, though I myself have never been this far north.
Doppelganger? You believe you have a doppelganger?
According to him, this Altmare wore my face as if it were a tunic, and summoned my voice as if it were a spell. Only he failed to use them in the manner for which they were crafted. He was rude, salty, and threatened my friend with bodily harm. In other words, he was strong. He was brave. For a sworn coward such as myself, I was rather intrigued at the prospect of meeting such a fellow.
Perhaps you're dealing with more of a duality. A moment, Lydia. Many people share a resemblance, but the similarities, they tend to end there.
True, but my relation to this mare is more than just appearance and a slightly melodic voice. According to my friend, he is a Thalmor.
A
For you
Thalmor?
see, I was once a part of that organization myself, before circumstances forced me to resign.
Kajio.
Not in any combat capacity, mind you, but purely as a strategic advisor. I may have overstated things earlier, but I didn't lie when I said courage is not my forte.
What is your purpose here? If you are truly Thalmor, this is no mere coincidence. This person you claim to be your doppelganger, and not yourself. Is it possible that this person is no more than family?
Do you mean separated at birth, like in the mirror? That would be something. Bandolier is my favorite author, after all. I have always wanted a seventh brother. No offense to the 6 I already have. They are all wonderful. However, lately, I have been entertaining another theory. What if we weren't separated by birth, but by choice?
Choice? What do you mean by that?
What if we're the same person, having led different lives? Two Altmer of identical physical makeup, parting ways at one of life's many forks. The result is two vastly different personas, Skyrim having shaped him as much as the Somerset Isles have shaped me.
This makes no sense to me. I'm sure you're aware, but the Thalmor have made a contentious place for high elves in Skyrim.
Yes, if you think about it, we all start from the same place, a womb. From birth, life is nothing but a series of forks. We may choose the path of the warrior, the farmer, or the priest. We may choose to live in a village or in the shadow of a great keep. We can choose to spend our nights in the comforting arms of our beloved, or behind the hot, sweaty doors of a brothel. What choices did my counterpart make, and not make? Did he come to Skyrim for war, for greed, or for love?
Say you find this person. What next?
I'd start by asking him about his personal history, see where our paths diverged. If our resemblance is truly as uncanny as my friend proposed, then I'm sure he will be as eager to hear about my life as well.
And if he isn't? He's a Thalmor, after all. If what your friend claims to be true. As you once were. So what then? What next for you?
I confess I hadn't thought that far. I can't envision a scenario where he's not at the very least curious. And given his associations, I imagine he would welcome any friendly face, not to mention a familiar one.
This doppelganger of yours. You say you believe him to be in Eastmarch?
Yes, he was staying here at the Braidwood Inn. That's why I get nervous when the doors of the inn swing open. None more so than the first time. I thought, how would I introduce myself? Would I even recognize him? How many of us would recognize our own face if we saw it outside the mirror?
Very few, I'd imagine. Some of us would not even recognize what lies within.
It was silly in retrospect. With the war, trying to find a Thalmor in Eastmarch is like picking your nose to wipe your bottom. So I decided instead to enjoy the ambiance. I found a table and looked up at the vaulted ceilings. All that space, and the inn still feels cozy. I was curious as to how they light the chandeliers, given how high they are, so I called the innkeeper's wife over to ask her. Yet, before I could say anything, the first words out of Idra's mouth were, "Oh, you're back. Do you want the usual?" I nodded yes, and sheepishly hid my face in my shoulders as she brought a pint of Blackbriar mead and a salmon steak.
And how was this to you?
Positively sublime. It was, quite frankly, the most scrumptious meal I have ever tasted, and the portions were just right. I felt full, but not sluggish. And the mead. Something about the honey they use here. It was brilliant. It was then that I realized my doppelganger and I share more than just a face. I wonder if he too has a deep, inexplicable fear of owls.
I'm beginning to wonder more and more if you're not the same person. Well, you enjoyed the meal, like everything else.
That I do, but I like some things more than others, and I have always preferred salmon over any other fish.
Right. So, this innkeeper here, did they know the name of your doppelganger?
No. Evidently, he came here alone, drank alone, and suffered no company. I wondered if this meant he was sad, lonely, or bitter. Yet, talking with Idra, it seems he was not at all temperamental, save the time he was accosted by my friend.
So, why do you think he kept his distance from everyone here?
I like to think that he limited his interaction with the locals because he knew war was on the horizon. He understood how much more difficult the fighting would become when your friends are on the other side. You know, we Altmer have selectively bred for centuries in order to maintain a resemblance to our ancestors. In this regard, it is quite accurate to say that many of us do look alike. I am beginning to wonder, however, if there is a point to any of it.
I'm beginning to wonder as well.
It's not that we look like the Aldmer, but that we act like them. That is the true bond that links me to my doppelganger.
I see. This choice you made, it sounds more like a regret.
Not a regret, but curiosity. It was decades ago that I received that promotion to serve in Skyrim as an emissary to the High King. I rushed home to my wife that night, eager to tell her the big news. She said she had the same. I told her to go first. She always did. Had I went first, maybe I wouldn't own a spice shop in the Shimmerine, or know the names of every passerby who comes to greet me on Sunday morning. I wouldn't have those days on the beach with my son, wishing I could bottle up his laughter as if there were nothing more precious in the world. It all changed when my wife went first, when she brought my hand to her stomach and I felt it kick. At that moment, I forgot what I had come home to say.
I see. Yet you are here. You say this child changed your intended path?
I didn't want him to grow up around war, so I left the Thalmor to start a spice business. It wasn't easy with the embargoes imposed by Hammerfell. The choice I made left me with little money, long days, and sleepless nights. And yet I had never felt so wealthy.
So, you say your family changed all this for you, yet you left your family behind to go on this wild goose chase.
Although I appreciate the concern, my child is fully grown and more than capable of tending to the shop. So much so, in fact, that my wife all but pushed me onto the ship in hopes of getting me out of the house and out of her hair.
I wonder why. So, why come at all? Why feel the need to validate your choice?
That's a good question. One that I've wrestled with since I boarded that ship to Windhelm. When I was a child, I dreamt of becoming a Justicar. Like most Altmer children, I'd heard the tales of their heroism during the Oblivion Crisis. How Erendil of Cloudrest vanquished 100 Daedra in as many hours, and the tale of the Golden Seven, who uncovered the plot by the traitor Ryandor. My skills in combat, however, relegated me to a life dreaming of battle, as opposed to participating in them.
Not everyone can be a hero. So, you say the Divines chose another path for you. A path besides war.
Yet, my passion for the subject was such that I sought other avenues. I trained to become a master tactician, be the playwright instead of the actor. Only life intervened. I knew I couldn't raise my son in a foreign land, and I could never abandon him the way my father abandoned me. Still, I can't help but wonder how my life would be different had I been free to pursue my dream. In truth, stranger, I have not come here to validate my own choice. I have come here to validate his.
Your doppelganger. Of course. Very well. Before I leave, the residents here of Kyne's Grove, what did you make of them?
They call the Dark Elf a stone weaver, for she knits the mind together like a quilt to ward off the heat from the surrounding earth streams. I have yet to meet her or learn her name. The truth is, I find her a bit intimidating.
I'm sure you would. Well, Altmere, this has been an interesting conversation. One before breakfast as well. Your tale is intriguing. But you should be wary in Skyrim. There is a growing threat from every side. And it seems your Thalmor might be at the center of this. Good luck in your travels.
Till we meet again.
Yes. Thank you for your patience, Lydia.
A glorious good day.
Strange individual. All right, Kajio.
Khajiit got your back.
Thank you, my friend. We've already burnt enough daylight. To the horses. We must ride. A clear day out. You two. These people are safe because of us, because of what we did last night. We can do this again. We can beat them. They bleed, and they will die by our hand. The Whiterun will take a lot of the day. But if we start off now, we'll make it. Close now. It's good to be back. Kajio. Seems your caravan has traveled far and wide. I'll understand if you want to spend time with them, friend. You've more than earned it. Good day. All right. Dismount. With me. Good day. It's good to be back within these walls once more. I'm sure it is good for you too, Lydia. To be home. I can't help but feel concerned as to what Realistc might do if she sees me here once more.
Khajiit got your back.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun, and we'll pay good money for information.
Who exactly are you looking for?
A woman. A foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Not welcome here in Whiterun. Perhaps I can understand why. Ease yourself, Lydia. He's no threat to us. Why are you looking for this person?
It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information.
Not
If that
like
doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away.
Well, my good man, I will get walking.
She cannot hide from us forever.
Perhaps she can. Whoever she is. Sharpening your blades, I see. Excuse me. A moment.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.
Yes, perhaps I will have a look. I have a number of items which you might be interested in. Ones that I've come across on my travels.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Good, good. Let's see. A number of things which I can part with. Others are somewhat more important. Do with these strips for now. I'm sure you can do more with these crafting materials than myself. Still a dagger. Perhaps I could have a look at your collection. Light blade. Strong buckler. You have a good collection of wares here. I like what I see. Perhaps I will head inside. See what else there is to offer. Very well. Thank you for your time.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Of course. My thanks.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
Yorland is a good man. Your wares are of a high quality also. Good to be back. Good day. I've come to have a look at your wares.
Welcome to War Maidens. Now don't let the name worry you. We got plenty of steel for fighting men.
Good to hear. I'd like to see.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Excellent. A peculiar helmet indeed. Not seems like here. Strong. But perhaps slightly more ornate than my needs called for. Good shield. You do have some fine wares in here. Strong helmet. But I believe that today I will pass. Thank you for your time.
Good doing business with you.
And with you. Come now, Lydia. Making themselves at home. All right, you two. I made a promise some time ago to have words with a man here. Goes by the name Mikhail. believe he resides in the nearby area. Let's see. Yes, Mikhail was his name.
Khajiit got your back.
Thank you. I might need it. Realistc. I apologize to intrude. I bring good tidings. I've seeked the Greymanes. I have slain another dragon. And I saw, once more, the same dark wings that laid a shadow over Helgen. It's still out there. It's resurrecting others, bringing them back. I can end them, kill them for good. I thought you should know. Good day. Good day, sir. Greetings. A moment.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
No, I was hoping you might have seen a man by the name of Mikhail. It does not seem to be here. Good day.
Thank you very much for your business.
Perhaps I should bring more.
Khajiit got your back.
I did not intend to meet... I did not intend to meet her again so soon. Understandably, she still feels hostilities towards me. I do not blame her.
Where are these vampires coming from? We need to wipe them out before things get worse.
Vampires.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun,
Perhaps
though.
they have had more trouble with them since I've been here last. You there?
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun?
I'm here to help. In any way I can. A member of the Companions.
Truly?
Yes.
By sure, this city could use more like you. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path.
Thank you. You live here, do you?
Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric's Stormcloak's uprising has divided us.
Yes.
Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem.
I like you, sir.
Are you still working at the Bannered Mare and the evenings?
I believe you get it.
Why shouldn't I? Just because I'm a
I
grave
hope to
earn my own keep.
make these dragons
I'm sorry I asked.
less of a problem. Perhaps then Skyrim can resolve its others. Good day.
May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
And yours. Ah, you're sold. Excuse me, you're sold.
It's a fine day with you around.
Thank you. Isolde, what do you know of the Khajiit? I have a new friend of mine joined me recently. I wish to know more about them. You have dealt with them for some time.
About the same as everyone else? They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful.
Tropical part, not so much. Perhaps a break from all this cold. A while ago you mentioned trading caravans of sorts. My companion here belonged to one such caravan. Do you know of them?
Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Why don't they trust them?
Reputation, mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is.
Yes. What about you, then? Do you trust them?
Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And a Nord knows a liar when she sees one.
I'm sure. Good day, fair lady.
Farewell.
All right. Good day. With me, you two. To the halls. Red Guard. I wonder if she knows that woman. Perhaps. Gods, he has not stopped in all this time.
Are you feeling all right, dear? You look a little ill.
Is it showing?
There's been another dragon attack. Kynesgrove this time. There has been talk amongst the guards that you are dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible.
It seems word has traveled fast, Kajio.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter?
I work with my mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, the hard work.
A moment, girl.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
Quite the squabble.
Saphir! Wait,
Among the stars! What you were once man.
Does the man ever sleep? Or break to breathe?
Born of the north, where my bread is wrong. I breathe now in royalty and reshape this land which is mine.
Kajio, these are the halls of the companions. I can only hope they still accept me. The halls are quiet. Not so much drinking and merrymaking. Perhaps these dragons and vampires beginning to take their toll on this land.
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Warm enough in here for now. Perhaps they're training outside with me. Oh. Gods. Friends, companions, may I take a moment by your side? I have much to tell. I've seen much in my journeys. Skyrim is in danger. The threat of the dragons is greater than I ever imagined, than the Jarl ever imagined. There is one with dark wings, the one that soared above Haugen, the one that sought its ruin. It is bringing others back from the grave. We need to be wary. I know you do not trust me completely yet, but I hope to be able to earn that trust. I'll leave you be. It is a strange time for Skyrim. We are stronger together. Greetings.
You still need to prove yourself, Whelp.
I know. I intend to.
Until next time.
Yes. Until then. May I take a moment of your time?
Come to me with questions. I know our history almost as well as Vignar by now. Except I can remember it.
Vilkas. This could be quite forward of me. I couldn't help but notice or hear certain things when you were talking to Quadlike last, when I asked to join the companions.
Watch that tongue, new blood. It is private.
Of course. I understand. You said that I could come to you with questions. Questions about the companions.
What is it?
This history. What's the history of the companions? I've heard more than one tale told as of late. One even from an old queen. You see. Enough questions for now. Thank you for your time, Lucas.
Aye.
Thank you for your time. One more moment. Ayla.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we can hunt together someday.
I still look forward to that day. Ayla, I'm looking to prove myself to you and your shield brothers and sisters. What duties do you have for me?
A citizen of the Rift has asked for our help. It seems that a predator has invaded their home, and someone needs to clear the beast out.
A beast, you say? What kind of beast is this? You see, I'll take the job.
Be cautious. Beasts are not nearly as predictable as men. Give the thing a quick death.
I know that all too well.
Are you on the hunt?
I will be. All right. Back inside, you two. I would like a word with the old man. You must know this true threat. I owe him that much for taking me in. And the others must be out hunting, perhaps. Can't imagine it being pleasant in that storm. Kodlak, a moment of your time.
Some nights I dream about the mists of Sovngarde.
I've heard many of you Nords speak of Sovngarde. Sounds like a good place. Kodlak, I would stay a while and speak, if you would listen. I swore to him that I would do all I could to earn the companions' trust, to earn their favor. For in time, I would need to ask for their aid. There was wisdom in his eyes. This old man, he knew this threat was real. This man, this Kodlak, was one that I could trust. But was I one he could trust?